Yeah, I mean, this program has a long history. One of the things we did that was really innovative at the very beginning is we built a school that the town owns the building on town land, and we lease it to that operator. The other schools, though, they're on town land, but had built and fundraised that money. So we went in and actually paid off their mortgages. What that did is that allowed them, and this was part of the agreement and contract with them, that instead of paying into a mortgage, they would pay into a capital reserve fund.
Right.
That has allowed them to replace their roofs, replace their
And the renovations
fences.
that are happening at Carriage House now.
Well, some of that is funded by that,
yeah.
and then there was additional grant needed because we were creating additional capacity. But that whole program has created much better stability and predictability, so they're not having to raise money for roofs and fences,
Right.
but better
For the kids.
For the kids, program elements, stuff like that is going to really impact the bottom line. And yeah, speaking of which, this is a town that does take our role seriously in taking care of the children here. We have huge capacity issues around childcare. We've seen with the good economy, we've seen a real uptick in the growth rate, in the birth rate, and as a result, we have wait lists around infant and toddlers. And so what we did is we looked at, took a real cursory look at our school, and Carriage House had these very large classrooms, so we are actually subdividing one of the classrooms and making it 2 classrooms. Yeah. And because that building's 25 years old now, they're doing a full renovation with new flooring and really fixtures and furnishings. It's been loved hard over the last 25 years by young children. So really giving it a refresh, and also making sure it's ADA compliant according to the most recent laws. So that is happening, and we will be wrapping up very shortly here, and we'll have 8 new toddler spots once that happens.
Wow.
So that's exciting. And then in 2019, we're going to be taking a look at all of our schools. Where is there opportunity to expand? We also have land out at Lincoln Park that has been reserved for a potential child care center. And so over the last couple of years, we've been doing a capacity analysis. We bring in a firm called BBC Research to look at capacity, look at wait lists, look at birth rates. And their recommendation from 2018 was that we start really planning a center. So we're going to look at opportunities for expansion first, because that will be most efficient and effective and quick. And then what we can't do there, then we'll have to take a look at whether it's time or not to build another center.
Yeah, and I don't have kids, but I do know some people who have their kids in one of the centers, and I think what I've seen from that is it's really cool because it's really engaging too. I mean, they get pictures every day, and they get updates, and it's really cool.
Some schools do blogs.
Yeah.
Some of them do email stuff. I mean, obviously, when you check in, when you pick up your child at the end of the day, you get a full report of what they've done. I mean, and I'm sure you've seen them. They're always out and about in town exploring.
I've seen them on the bus.
They're on the bus.
They're like pros at riding the bus at like 3 years old.
Yeah, when my daughter, who's 18 now, when she was 4 and a half, she did the summer, they called it summer science campers at Little Red Schoolhouse. And by the end of that summer, she took me on a tour on the bus that I could not believe. She's like, here, we're going to get on here. We're going to transfer here so we can go get ice cream. And then we're going to go to Eric's and play some arcade games. And then we're going to ride the trolley.
How to work the whole system.
Yeah, so they're really smart. So when you give them a chance. And this is such a safe and wonderful community for them to explore, and really that community, those community helpers are an important part of sort of centering them in the world, right? So that's just another opportunity to expose them to all the great things that we have to offer in a safe and wonderful way.